This problem says determine the quadratic function whose graph is given. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to use that general form of the equation of a parabola or a quadratic function. So this is a x minus h squared plus k. And what we're going to do is we're just going to plug in information that we know about this. So right away I do know my vertex. So I go to the right 2 and up 7. So it's 2, 7. So our h is 2 and our k is 7. So there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to find a point that's actually on our graph. But that's a nice point that looks like it has 2 integer values. Now when I look at this one, that one looks like it does. That could be 1, 5, and that might be on our graph. But I'm going to pick this one down here because for certain I can say that that's going to be 0, -1. And I know that point's on the graph. I can see it very clearly that it's crossing right there. So I'm going to write 0, -1. That's the point I'm going to use. There. So now I'm just going to plug that in here so I can actually find a. Because I don't know what the a is right now, but I'm assuming it's going to be a -2. But we'll find out. So then our y value is going to be -1 because my y value here is -1 and the y value is f of x. So that's going to be -1 equals, I don't know a, my x I'm plugging in 0 for, plus 7. So this is going to be -1 equals a, and this is going to actually be -2 squared plus 7. So -1 equals, that's going to be a 4, so I might as well say 4a plus 7, subtract 7 over, -8 equals 4a. I divide by 4, excuse me. And a equals -2. I was correct. So this point actually is on the graph. But we didn't know for certain. Now we have everything we need to determine the quadratic functions whose graph is given. That function is going to be f of x equals -2 x minus 2 squared plus 7. So there's our function. That is our graph here. That represents our graph. Done.